fuck's happening here? Okay, it says we're on YouTube now. That was a bizarre thing. Guys, YouTube, you can now watch if you're coming in. It said it was deleted, and then I put it back. I don't know. You tell me. Whatever. And here I was. If you see the recorded version of this, I was just bragging about my computer savvy, how I downloaded this face swap software, and I'm such a computer genius. And then I'm broadcasting to no one on YouTube at first because it wasn't live. I don't know. We're live now. Sorry about that. Back to Thanksgiving, though. I had some of the best homemade cranberry sauce we've ever had, Jericho. How can you eat the Jell-O out of the can? We've been over this many times. It boggles my mind. You come from
it's easy. It's
very
easy.
Good cooks. You have good taste.
Excellent taste. 2 words. It's delicious. You know,
okay.
It's great. I mean, I've had the worst thing that could ever be on a Thanksgiving table, aside from stuffing, clearly, is the canned cranberry sauce, but the one that has like the cranberry in it, like the whole cranberries. Like, you can't mash the two together. Either we're going to have processed chemical canned shit, or we're going to have the real shit. Don't put real pieces of cranberry in the fucking, the jellied sauce. So I don't like that, but just the pure jelly, yeah, sign me up. And it was delicious.
My favorite thing every year is the stuffing and the gravy, but for whatever reason, my favorite thing this year was the turkey and the gravy. My wife made such a good turkey. It was insane. The brining worked. The brining worked. It was, so juicy and succulent. I had 2 giant plates, stuffing, mashed potatoes, gravy, turkey, and cranberry sauce. 2 plates just like that.
Delicious.
Then we had an apple pie that was insane. Homemade crust, sliced up apples fresh. My wife did make one mistake, but it didn't matter. She didn't peel the apples. So there was green apple peel in the apple pie, which, added a little texture, but it was super delicious. We were eating the pie. She's like, I think I forgot to peel the apples.
I think you did.
I think you did.
I mean, there are far worse things than that, but yeah. I mean, I'm sure, knowing her, that'll never happen again. That'll be first on her list next year, is to peel the apples for the apple pie. So
and my daughter, she made my mouth is watering thinking about it. She made these bread rolls. Insane. But since it's all natural, the bread she made, it goes bad in like 2 days. I opened the fridge to eat one. I went to eat one yesterday or the day before, and the bag smelled like wine.
Yeah.
Because it had, 5 ingredients, the bread, instead of a paragraph of ingredients like the stuff from the store. So.
But when it's good, it's good.
It was delish. And we're all Christmas out. We got a Christmas tree, stockings, Christmas lights.
Yeah.
It's insane what's going on. It's so good. I'm so happy. It's such a great time of year.
We're right there with you, minus the lights outside. I'm going to put those up tomorrow. We're supposed to do it today, but something came up. But tomorrow, the lights are going up on the outside of the house. Inside, we got the tree up. The mantle's decorated. The mantle, the stuff my wife puts on the mantle, the things we hang up, and all that. So yeah, man, it's looking like Christmas in the house. We have neighbors who the inside of their house looks like a fucking department store. It's decorated within an inch of its life. I mean, the dolls, the place settings at the dining room table, the garland, the tree in like every room, like it is Christmas on steroids in that house.
I put my Christmas lights up, I told you, like a day or 2 after Halloween. I don't give a shit anymore. Because I used to like be embarrassed, and I was waiting till Thanksgiving, but I want the lights up all year. I love it. And I put them up like 2 days after Halloween. So, Antonio says, yeah, I think people are finally coming in, because that thing that got screwed up on the technical side of YouTube, I deleted that stream, and I guess this is a different one. So the link that's out there on social media is not the right link. So people are going to have to find this again. I did tweet it out on Twitter just now. So can you call it X, or you just call it Twitter? I call it Twitter. I forget to call it X.
Call it. I call it X, but then I still say a tweet, like you're sending a tweet or someone's tweeting.
Yeah, because what's the verb for tweeting on X? Like you're Xing? You can't say that. That's
that sounds
dumb.
weird. Yeah. So I
Yo, I
say
just
tweet.
X'd all over the place.
Yeah, I X'd all over. Right over fucking ass. I say X, like it's on X or whatever. Follow me on X, but
right.
Tweet. It's just, we didn't do it to ourselves. They did it to us. But the Christmas lights, and I think I mentioned this before, but speaking of Christmas lights, one of the saddest moments, no matter whether you're a child or an adult, but I remember going outside, like to get something out of the trunk, like you're at maybe you do Christmas at your place in the morning, you end up at a family member's house or something that night, or maybe it's still at your house, whatever. But Christmas night, like you're going outside to get something out of the trunk, or maybe you're taking a bag of trash out to the trash cans, and it's cold outside, you can see your breath, and you look at those Christmas lights and you realize that it's Christmas night. It's almost over. It's almost over. Like you can still have the decorations and the lights and stuff, but it does not feel like Christmas. And pre-Christmas feels different than post-Christmas. You can go 2 weeks out from Christmas, December 11th. You're kind of close to Christmas, but it still hasn't happened yet.
The buzzing has started because we're after Thanksgiving. The buzzing is here. Yeah. There's so much football. There's so much good food. There are 3 days of the year that are such melancholy days. They're bittersweet to me. Christmas, because it's over, like you said, that, and it's dark, and because the weather's cold, it's clear, right? Because it's a low pressure system. Typically, it's very clear. You could see for miles. You can see the stars, and it's such a beautiful night, and it all ends on that night. So Christmas night, the immediate aftermath, the post-coital bliss of when the Super Bowl ends that evening. And it's 7 months of no NFL football, and 5 p.m. on Sunday at the San Diego Comic-Con. That my calendar as the owner, publisher, writer, artist, Big Man Comics, my year revolves around the Comic-Con in July, and it's always my birthday, my wife's birthday during Comic-Con. It's such a wonderful time for us. It's my city, San Diego is my home. The biggest Comic-Con in the world is here in my city. It's such a point of pride for me. And San Diego, it's like San Diego Comic-Con comes up so fast, and it's over, and it's a year again to wait for that. And I've just been loving going to that since I was a little kid. So many people are finding the mystery stream tonight that I hid from all of you by making a technical computer mistake. Michael Coulter's here. Michael, I haven't seen you in a while, I think, or maybe I missed you in there. Tucker Crean is here. Reese Rakonkaze. There are a lot of people here. I love it. Well, come on in and have a good time. Air Force Brat, Christmas doesn't end till January 6th, she declares. Going through Mom's estate, got the ceramic electric Christmas tree. Yeah, I will not be ashamed. I will stand by my choice this year, but for the first time in 29 years of my marriage to my wife, I got an artificial Christmas tree.
Yeah, and it feels just fine. Just fine. It's going to be easier even next year. Easier.
I told my wife we might be one and done on this fake Christmas tree.
Nope. It's human nature. Once you do something once, it's easier the second time. And the convenience, the lack of mess, no fucking climbing under the tree. Is it straight? No, lean it forward, lean it to the side.
I
pour
love
water
the
under
smell
there.
of the real Christmas tree.
Yeah,
I love going.
It's great.
To the lot behind the grocery store, negotiating with the guy, like, 60 is a fair price, but my budget's 50. How do we make it work? He'll bring out that Arab trader in me to get the best deal. Tying it in that mesh to the top of my car with the bedspread so I don't scratch my paint job. I love all that. Instead, I ordered a tree from HomeDepot.com. They didn't deliver it on time, so I returned it, and I bought one at Michael's Arts and Crafts. I assembled it in like 10 minutes. It looked horrible, but then I didn't know you have to spread the little pine needle things out. And then we have such beautiful decorations. Like, it looks gorgeous now, my fake tree. But I made my wife buy some not incense, but some sticks that smell like pine, because I told her I need the pine smell. I have to have it. Good evening. Press M to start. Good evening, Heather. All the way out in Lake Havasu, but I do always say she's in Scottsdale for some reason. Look at this. He's making me mad because I only ate breakfast today. And he said, Nicholas Hardick, he said he had a grilled cheese and tomato soup. That is so
One
good.
of the classic.
And in the fall, in the winter, steaming tomato soup, maybe a little basil flavored olive oil. You got a buttery, cheddary, maybe some Gouda, some brie in there. You mix it up with the cheese, and you, golly, I ate breakfast this morning. That's all I've eaten today. I haven't eaten. And you dunk that, and then you cut it diagonal, the sandwich, right? So you get the corner. Yeah. You dunk that corner, bro. How many could you clear right now?
One of the greatest bites.
You've lost 60. I've lost a lot, but we both were official fat guys in the past. How many of those could you clear out, those sandwiches?
Oh, man, at least 2. And I mean, you're talking one of the greatest bites in the history of bites. Now, you can get like a classic bite is like the Thanksgiving plate bite. You get the meat, you get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little cranberry sauce. That's the perfect bite. Maybe, you're eating some spaghetti. You get the right amount of Parmesan cheese or whatever you like to put on it, a piece of that bread. There are some great bites out there, but I tell you this, and I'm even willing to, of course, now with the skill set that I have in the kitchen, I can make homemade tomato soup, roasted tomatoes, the food processor. We can do that. We'll add a little heavy cream to it, do a creamy tomato soup. But I'm willing to take it back to the Campbell soup can.
It's good enough.
Campbell soup, a grilled. Are you fucking, my mom, there are like some core food memories with my mom.
Right.
And one of the things that she would knock the shit out of was a grilled cheese sandwich and Campbell's tomato soup. Ooh. Man, get out of here. If you tell me, Jericho, we're going to pull the switch on you, we're going to give you the chair tonight, and the only thing you can have is your last meal is your mom's grilled cheese sandwich and Campbell's tomato soup. Hey, hook me up.
Yeah.
Plug me in. I'm ready.
Stand in a bucket of water. You don't give a shit.
I'm ready. That is a classic American, and I don't know if that they have in other countries. They do. It's probably fucked up, and it's like hot ketchup or something.
Oh, the way they treat their citizens in Europe, it's probably illegal because it would bring them a modicum of joy.
Yeah, it would bring them happiness and nostalgia. But that's a classic American meal.
Now Nick Hardick is just showing off. Smoked cheddar. Okay, Mr. Millionaire.
But you can get classy with it now. We're grown-ups. We're not relegated to Kraft cheese slices. But
put some smoked Gouda in there. My wife's homemade sourdough bread, butter, fry that shit in the pan. All right, show's over, guys. I got to go eat.
And shortest show ever. Good night.
Speaking of eating, I had a comedy sequence that I texted you about before the show. I was listening to sports radio, as I am wont to do, and my friend Cecil Lammy, he's a Denver sports radio host. They were doing a bit on the show where it's things you can say in bed and at the Thanksgiving dinner table at the same time. I asked you to regale me with a few you thought of. Are you ready for this, or am I? Okay, well, let's do a little back and forth here. Mine was don't eat with your mouth open.
I would have to say, ooh, I want some of that.
Okay, it's mild. You could say both of those. I had a list here on my phone. Let me be a dork and get the list out. That's a lot of gravy.
Don't put your finger in that.
You have something on your chin.
Oh, that's really moist.
Don't put so much in your mouth all at once.
Let me get some of those rolls.
It's like, wow, that's really juicy.
Oh, that's pink.
Jeez. I like the white meat better than the dark meat. No offense, Jericho.
None taken. Let me see.
Oh, that went down the wrong pipe.
Is there a wrong pipe in bed?
Let's see. What else is there? What else could you say? You could say.
Ooh, that's hot.
Oh, there you go. There you go. You could say, do your in-laws still have to be here? No, that's terrible.
Careful, you're gonna choke.
Nicholas says I didn't ask for any hair on my meal. Okay.
But you got it. What are you gonna do? That's the question.
Ooh, there's a hair in that or whatever.
You got it. Now what?
Yeah. Did you swallow that? I guess.
There's a lot of people in here.
So, let's see. I got some more here. I love the meaty part. There you go.
Hey, Grandma.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. That Thanksgiving is over, huh? Okay. All right.
You guys ready for round two? There's one.
Had to find the boundary. Yeah. Let's
see.
I had one.
The real flanker says, I like grated cheese and a little hot sauce in tomato soup. Oh, that does sound good.
Pass me the whipped cream.
Oh, Antonio says, you know what's in that.
That's why I'm eating it. Damn it.
Let's see. That won't last long enough to get mold on it. There you go. And when are you leaving? I saw this thing on the internet. I'm not trying to be offensive, but I don't remember if it was Chinese or Japanese, and I'm not trying to be funny. I just don't remember. It was saying that in their culture, there was like an indirectness to not be rude to your guests, but you want them to go the hell home because they've been at your house too long. And they would tell, I guess a common way to do it is you tell your guests, oh, look at your watch. What a beautiful watch you have. Like, look at the time.
Yeah, you look at it and like, oh, shit, getting late.
Yeah.
I think that's the Asian, whatever country that from, their version of, oh, so what are you guys going to do?
Right. Oh, man.
I got to get up early,
Yeah.
I got to get up early tomorrow.
So anyway, with our, things you could say in sexy time and things you could say at the table. But getting back to Thanksgiving, what you did, it was at your house?
Yeah,
like
we always host. We shall travel no more. You want to be with us on the holidays? Well, you know our address.
All right. Yeah, we do. We always do. My wife has her giant Mexican family, and they do everything at her brother's house. My brother-in-law, cool guy, a lot of food. It's a really nice, very loud, a lot of laughing, and we go there after we do Thanksgiving at our house. So it's usually me, my wife, my 2 adult kids, and big baby. And then my mom was here. I flew my mom in from your neck of the woods. My mom lives up in NorCal. And I flew her in for like a couple days for Thanksgiving. And do you know what my mom had me do? And I felt bad because I don't see her, once, twice a year. So I kind of, will do her a solid while she's here. She wanted to go. Jericho, I've never been in my life, ever. But she wanted to go to Black Friday at Fashion Valley Mall.
Yes.
The giant mall in the center of San Diego. It's so big, there are 2 malls. I kid you not. There's Mission Valley Mall and Fashion Valley Mall. They're 2 full-size giant malls next to each other. She wanted to go there to the jewelry store for X, Y, and Z. And I took her. I've never been to Black Friday before in my life. I refuse. It's idiotic to me.
Was it the nightmare you pictured in your mind?
It wasn't as bad as I thought. It was bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I thought women would be choking each other. I thought it'd be like a scene out of Mad Max. A lot of skulls on sticks, fighting over bargains or whatever the hell they do down there. I don't know.
A lot of modified vehicles and shit.
Yeah.
I did see a video. It was somewhere in Northern California, near the Bay Area or something like that. And it was, miles and miles long, this line taking this exit to the outlets for Black Friday. And it was like, hours. You're going to be in traffic for hours just to get there, and probably by the time you get to all the shit's going to be gone. But people were just gridlock on this exit. And this guy's riding by, filming it. And it was just car after car after car, just miles long. I was like, man, where's the enjoyment in that? Like, you're going to be in your car for like 3 hours. And then you get there, and I don't know, it never appealed to me either. I've never lived through it. I've always been at home, watching, the report of 1 or 2 people getting trampled to death.
I remember that. A poor guy at a Walmart who was like, giving away those big stupid TVs or whatever. Not giving away, but and then he got trampled and died. He died.
Imagine somebody, your family member, leaving to go shopping and not coming home because of shopping. That is insane. But you know, that's how we are as humans, savage, disgusting beasts that we are, man. We will trample somebody to death for a sale.
Yeah, I don't like it. But to be fair to my mom, we were there for like half an hour. Told her we're in, we're out. You know this thing you want to look at the jewelry store. You're gonna go get it. We're gonna leave.
Get the hell out of here.
So I sat like in the little outdoor pavilion and played a video game on my phone and got a free sample of chocolate from the imported Switzerland chocolate place. And then I got my mom and we got the hell out of there. Then I went home and watched football. So there you go.
So you won. You got a chocolate.
I won. It was awful. Women, as they said in the 90s on Def Comedy Jam, women be shopping.
Women be shopping. Look, here's women in one piece of a conversation. I tell my wife, we got to go, or she'll say we got to go to the store, let's say it's the grocery store. I'll say, let's make a list. She'll say every time for years, she'll say, that's okay. I'll just go down every aisle. There you go. For women, shopping is an experience. For men, it's a chore. It's a mission for men. It's a tactical mission. You know?
I put the black camouflage face paint, the red headband, and I go in and get what I need and get out.
Yeah, get the fuck. While you're driving there, you're mapping out your route, what you're going to get, what order you're going to get it, so you can just basically do a loop and get the hell out of there. But for women, it's like, yay! And they just go down every single aisle, and it's an endorphin injection down every aisle. But for men, it's like, give me the fuck.
We found the outlier. We found the two outliers. Look at Heather's a woman. She's a female.
Of course, Heather. It's in your blood.
And then look at this. This guy is a man. He says, not me. I love shopping.
I love shopping.
So we found the woman and the man, the one of 8 billion.
Yeah. Who loves it and then who hates it.
There you go. I want to show everyone this real quick because I thought this was hilarious.
I've never heard a guy say that. I love shopping.
So Target, to entice people to come to their Black Friday sale, said if you come at 3 in the fucking morning, we'll give you a bag of goodies.
We'll jerk you off.
And in the bag of goodies were, I think, some like Nerds candy, Nerds, and like eyeliner. And I don't know if there was like a little like Kleenex or lotion. It was dog shit in a bag. And people, this is worse than like your Ovaltine thing. Let's see what was in there. TikToker Sebastian Rigium tells people the swag bag he received after arriving at 3 a.m. felt like random leftover items. His haul: dry shampoo, I don't know what that is, electrolytes, Uno cards, Nerds, and an elf product. Also, this is what you find. You'll find these exact items if you go to vacuum and wash your car at the local place.
You're like, oh,
shit under the seats. So
that's terrible.
For everyone this happened to at Target, you deserved it.
That's the old bait and switch right there. Yeah, that was like some shit they had left over from some promotion, and they wanted to get rid of it, so they threw it in a bag. But I mean, what do you expect? You're at Target at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like,
this is my person right here, Secretary Not Sure, who's also a San Diegan. Secretary Not Sure, go to Chula Vista and go to El Pastor del Rica. It is Canelo, you know, the boxer, the Mexican boxer. He's got a taco shop there. Oh boy, it is good. It opened a year ago in December, and it was lying around the block. But now you can get a seat. It's still very busy. But I went there by myself on Saturday or Sunday, and it was delicioso. It was delicious. So check it out in Chula Vista, El Pastor del Rica. Very good tacos.
And if you write a bad Yelp review about his taco shop, Canelo will find you and beat your ass.
He'll find you, KO your ass.
He'll beat the shit out of you. So
you don't like the tacos? You want to fight about it? You're like, I don't want to fight about it, sir.
No.
But he's saying, he's speaking my language. So he's a fellow San Diegan, but he's also saying, I go when the stores are about closing. That's me. I will go like Thanksgiving, Christmas. I need food. I'll go to the Vons. That's our grocery store. I will go there at 9 or 10 p.m. when no one's there. I don't want to go when everyone's there. That's
nightmare. Nightmare. Why don't they say that? Why don't stores say, hey, if you come here to shop, we will jerk you off. Dude, you have people lined up.
Well, you'd have a certain class of people.
Hey, money's money.
Picture a lot of fat, bald guys arguing about the rules, arguing about which versions of Dungeons and Dragons is the superior one, you know? I actually like second edition. Third edition, I don't like what they did to the half orcs.
If you fucking fill up a shopping cart with our products and purchase them, you're going to get jerked before you leave.
All right.
Ladies, get on it.
Let's see. Oh, she goes at 7 a.m. Okay, so we got the diurnal. We got the morning people and the night people. I'm going to the grocery store tonight. I'm going right before they close. To me, that's better.
Yeah, the employees love that.
Heather says she orders hers ahead of time, picks her up. You know what I do? I don't like admitting this. I park in the spot that's for the pickup. I do. Is that not right? That's not nice, is it? I don't know why.
If it's after hours, because at a certain time they stop doing that.
Right.
So it's like after hours, after they're done. Yeah, fuck it.
Right. No, I'll do it all day. I'll do it at lunch. I will park in the pickup only thing. I will do it.
Yeah, you should be cited then.
Oh, it's not against the law. It's just Vaughn's policy.
No, not cited by like law enforcement, but something as a citizen, you need to be reprimanded.
All right, Heather, how dare you? I would never leave a grocery cart.
Whoa. Heather went below the belt. She's also basically your piece of shit.
I just think that online grocery pickup spot is not real. I choose to pretend it's not real.
But it is real, and that's real. There are real people that park there.
Nah. Well, that's the thing. Every time I go to my bar, there's no one parked in them. Further, I have a Ford F-150, and it's hard to get when it's too crowded. And it seems like the 4 or 5 of those pickup ones are always open.
But the same can be said about like a handicap spot. You ever been to a place where
I would never do that?
But have you been up to a place where the handicap spot is like obviously it hasn't been used in a long time? Like
there's a place I go, and like the whole front of the store is like 3 handicap spots, and you have to park kind of far away.
Yeah,
and I would look at it and like, there's never anyone in them though.
Do it, but that is against the law.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. And who cares if it's against the law? It's just evil. You're gonna park where like crippled people and people with problems need to park. That's terrible. So no. Heather says she worked retail. She hated it when people would show up right before closing. They'd take forever. You know what I won't do? I won't go to any store. I would go pump gas, but you're doing it yourself here. It's not like Oregon or New Jersey where you're not allowed to pump it yourself. I will go get gas on Christmas and Thanksgiving, but I will not go into a store or a restaurant on those days because I feel like they shouldn't be open. I feel so bad for the people working on those holidays. So I don't know. Let's see. Secretary sure says once you're in that spot, you can say you're using that number to order. That would be, but then you're adding a lie already. So now you're taking the spot, which isn't great, and now you're lying. So now you're
compounding the crime.
Yeah, you're making it worse. But I appreciate you sticking up for me. Look at this.
Appreciate it.
Antonius wants to give me a $350 fine for doing this.
Damn, that's stiff. Fair.
I pay my taxes. I don't drink, smoke, do drugs. This is my one indulgence: is parking in the online.
I think it's
let me have this.
Fair.
Let me have this. I don't do anything else. Let me have this. Okay.
Only because it's clearly posted for a particular person. If it were kind of an unwritten rule, like, hey, let's leave these open for the fucking online shoppers, but it's clearly posted that that's who it's for. So that's steep. But
let me flout this one rule because it's not real. It's not a real law. It's not like the government did.
It's not a law whatsoever, but it's policy. Store policy. That's law adjacent.
Straight arrow. I gotta have a pressure release valve somewhere. I gotta do something a little naughty.
But you're taking a chance. I think he's saying you can do it, but you're taking the chance of a $350 fine.
I don't drink. I don't shoot up heroin. I don't have a girlfriend. Let me have this.
That's a little extreme.
Let me have one thing.
As they saying, I don't murder people, so let me do it. Well, congratulations.
Let me have crazy. Oh, see, Tony might be like me. She says, "Why is it when I park in those pickup bays, they make an announcement that my car will be towed? Yet when others park there, they can stay for hours." Oh man, if I get towed from that,
could you imagine? That's gonna be way more than $350.
That's the risk I run living this way.
That's true. That's true. Just like criminals, it's like people when they commit crimes, and they don't want to go to jail. Like, that's part of it. You should come out, hands behind your back, like, all right, let's go, let's get it over with, because that's par for the course. You're a criminal.
I'm not a criminal.
Crime comes with jail, right? I mean, real criminals.
It's not on the books. It's not a real crime.
Not policy outlaws, like real outlaws. But I think if you're a rule follower, policy is pretty close to the law. So you should.
I got to break one rule. I don't eat, like, I lost a lot of weight. I don't eat junk food all the time anymore. I don't booze. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. You know,
there are no rules against that.
I got to do something, you know, just one. Give me one thing.
So that's pretty low level. I mean, if that's how you release your pressures, parking.
You know what else I would do too?
Online shopper spots.
If I were interested in playing Monopoly, I would cheat and steal money from the bank when no one's looking. That's another one I would do. And not because I want the money or I want to win, because I don't give a shit about winning a Monopoly. I just think it's funny. I don't know why.
To steal from the other players? That's funny.
Yes, I think it's hilarious because it doesn't matter.
You're sick.
I'm not sick. You know why? But you know why? My dad would do it when we were little kids. My dad would do it and then like laugh about it. So I think, you know, that's why I learned it.
But if you play it with your kids, I don't think they'd see the humor in it, because that's stealing.
I don't know. If these are the worst things I get up to, I think I'm doing all right.
Well, no, I won't ever play Monopoly with your ass. That's for sure.
Maybe you already are.
You just don't know it. Check your pocket. What? Monopoly money? You fucking do that.
Check under your hat.
How the fuck did you do that?
When I actually, Secretary, fellow liver of America's finest city. When I actually do park, my daughter hates it because I park all the way at the end of the parking where no one is at.
Well, you probably don't want anybody hitting your shit.
Right.
I understand that. That makes sense. People who fucking park in two spots, like you park on the line so nobody parks next to your shit.
You mean BMW drivers?
Yeah, you need to have you need to be tased for like a second. Nothing too crazy. You don't pass out or piss yourself, but like a good one Mississippi with that taser, because you're just being an asshole. You're an asshole. Indeed. And there should be consequences for being.
Do you have any sort of little peccadillo like that? Any little secret thing you like to get away with?
I don't think so.
Just complete.
Sometimes if I'm in a store, I won't, like, if something's too far away and I change my mind, I won't take it all the way back. Usually, if it's close, I'll do it. But if it's too far, I'm like,
you're the guy leaving the pot roast by the Cheerios?
Nah, I won't do no crazy shit like that. I won't leave refrigerated things out.
Right.
But, and then especially if I had like a bad customer experience or something like that, bad customer service, I'm like, yeah, fuck you guys. Like, I went to Walmart. I think it was this past summer, maybe last summer.
Going to Walmart, period.
Strike one. I was looking for a blender.
Were you in pajama pants in the Walmart?
Fuck no. Fuck no. My kids even know. Don't go past the mailbox with pajama pants on, unless it's pajama day, because they're still young enough to have that at school. Like, you know, the day before Christmas break, they'll have a party and wear pajamas. Okay, that's fine. But under normal circumstances, no fucking way. Put clothes on. So, yeah, that would be, you know, you probably wouldn't see any prison time for that if I were the ruler or something like that. But there would definitely have to be consequences. But I don't. So I was there one time looking for a blender, and I go up to this employee. She had the Walmart vest on with the little yellow gold star sunshine beams, whatever their little logo is.
What is the slogan of Walmart? I don't know it. Is it like
"fuck it,
happy" or
no? Fuck it. That's their slogan.
It's shop here, see if we care.
Their slogans. I don't give a fuck. So I approached this lady. Excuse me. I always say excuse me because it's so fucking rude when somebody just starts talking to you.
Right?
Where's this? Where's that? No, there's salutations involved here, you savage. So, excuse me, where are your blenders? What? I'm sorry? Your blenders? Like for making smoothies? I know speak English, sorry. No English.
Oh.
What? You fucking what? So yeah, if something like that happens, I'm like, man, I'm not putting this shit back.
I go to Walmart maybe 3 times a year because they have the chicken feed stuff my wife really likes for our chickens. The other places don't have it. And the exact thing happened to me. I'm wandering through, I'm looking at, I always head back to the electronics because why not? Men love electronics. But I see like baby clothes for big baby, you know, for toddlers and kids. And I asked the lady about some questions about the clothes. No English. I'm like, you're in customer service though.
At Walmart.
Like, it's fine if you're in the back unloading the truck. You don't have to speak English, I suppose. You're facing the customers. You got to talk to me.
You're on the floor. You're on the sales floor.
Oh,
bro, I couldn't believe that.
She's no English.
So, she's like, I'm sorry, no English. Yeah. How do you get a job for a major American corporation in America and you don't speak no fucking English? How did they conduct the interview? Did they bring somebody in who speaks Spanish to conduct an interview for this woman?
I think if you're going to work at Walmart, you have to be able to say Walmart. You can't say Walmart. You can't say with a G. No Walmart. No,
it's not Walmart. It's
my brother lives in Greeley. That's my hometown in Colorado. A lot of Mexicans there because there's a lot of farming nearby. And he calls Walmart Walmartinez.
I mean, whatever, man. If you're a customer, you don't got to speak no damn English. But if you work there, most people speak English who are going to come into your store. So speak it, man.
We need to bring Samuel Jackson in. English, do you speak it?
English, motherfucker, do you speak it? What? Couldn't believe it, man. Couldn't believe it. I mean, I could, but I couldn't. And living in California, you see a lot of crazy shit like that. But man, that lady was like, what?
So I don't know, but that is the thrilling world of going to Walmart. But yeah, what you were saying about retail, I worked at Home Depot from spring of 2000 to spring of 2004, basically while I was in college, because I graduated in the summer of 2004, and I got my first big publishing deal. This friend of mine in college, who was a classmate of mine, his father was a realtor, and he wrote 4 children's books, and he paid me to illustrate them. His dad said, "Oh, I got a guy I go to college with. He's really good at drawing." And his dad paid me, I can't remember. I think it was $10,000 to draw these 4 kids' books, 10, 20 little illustrations. So I had enough money. So I quit Home Depot. And that is when I became a full-time artist in 2004. I was a part-time artist starting in 2000, I think. So I've been an artist professionally for 26 years. But working at Home Depot for 4 years, it taught me, you don't go up to people and say, "Hey, where are the blenders?" You say, I'll say this. "Excuse me, sir." "Yes. Hi, how you doing?" "Hey, I'm looking for the blenders. Can you let me know where those are?" Just like that, like he's a human, like he has feelings and dignity, and he has a mother, maybe a wife and kids. Not, "Hey, blenders." I remember that when I worked at Home Depot. Now, I'm a big dude. So I don't get a lot of shit typically from people. But, because people are afraid of big people. I get it. But occasionally you would get someone that wouldn't even say hello, wouldn't even say, "Hey, where are the screwdrivers?" They would say the name of the item. 2x4s.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2x4s are awesome, dude. What about them?
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Yeah, maybe I should give you one upside the head.
Yeah, you bastard. Dude, one time, working at Trader Joe's, downtown Monterey, it's all about tourism. Once 94, when Clinton closed down Fort Ord, because it was all about military. There were like 3 or 4 military installations there. Fort Ord, the biggest by far. So it was all, and it was a basic training facility. So it had all that money from the young GIs who graduated with a bank account full of money, and all the surrounding businesses and life that goes around a military base. Anybody who lives around one or who has understands. But they had what you would find around a military installation, a boot camp facility, a car dealership, strip clubs, tattoo joints, bars, and things of that nature. So after, it was all about tourism, so you get tons of people from all over the world, mainly Europe, because like they have to take 30 days of holiday, whatever the fuck they call it. So one time I'm ringing up these people, because a lot of them would get Airbnbs, and because they'd be here for so long, for like weeks or sometimes a month or whatever. So they would rent like an Airbnb and then shop buy groceries. So they came in one time, and this couple, and they had a couple kids, and the guy wanted my attention, and he snapped his fingers at me. And I looked at him, and I looked at his wife, and the look of my face, and they didn't speak English, but she understood the look of my face, and she said something to him in whatever language they spoke, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. I was like, "Dude, what the fuck do you think this is?"
I don't care where he's from. Everyone knows you don't snap at people.
Oh my God, those
I remember
European pieces of shit.
The wife and the husband dynamic you're talking about. I remember a few years ago pulling into a Costco, and I stole a parking spot. Now, hold on, before you get excited. I accidentally stole the spot because I didn't see the other car. Like, whatever it was, I couldn't see someone waiting for it. I legit would never steal a parking spot. But I pull in, I get out, I start, and it's like days before Christmas. So the Costco is packed. I know, I'm already taking the grocery pickup things at Vaughn's. Now I'm stealing spots at Costco. It sounds worse than it is. I steal a spot. I totally steal it, but I didn't mean to. I get out, I start walking away, and a lady who has nothing to do with this starts chewing me out. You did, man. You just one of those people, blah, blah. And I'm like, what in the hell are you talking about, lady? And she's going off, and her husband is looking at me and sizing me up and look like, shut up, pig. Like he doesn't know me, but he doesn't want his wife to get him beat up. And I give her that look, like, I give him the look. Sorry, let me correct. You let your wife talk to men this way? And he's like, honey, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, shut your mouth. Your mouth's right checks my body.
And it pissed me off because, like, I didn't know what she's talking about. And then it dawned on me, like, oh, I accidentally stole the spot. And by that time, the person I sold from had driven off or whatever. Totally innocent mistake. Didn't see it. I would never do that intentionally. That's so effed up, especially holiday parking and someone's waiting and then you just poach the spot. That's really rude. I wouldn't do it. But she just thought she was going to be the Justice League and set me straight. So I don't know.
Fuck you, lady. Mind your fucking business. Oh, yeah. She would have got a good cussing.
Yeah. I'm out of here, lady. It's Christmas and you're nuts. And tell to her husband, enjoy living with that, by the way. Woof.
Yeah, good luck, fella.
She's the kind of woman that would roll her eyes at her husband and call him an idiot in front of everyone at Thanksgiving. Harold can't do anything right. Oh, he's such an idiot.
He definitely sits in the driveway and lets the car idle for like 20 minutes before he goes in the house, just so he can mentally prepare for that bitch. Mm-hmm.
I was talking to my wife about that the other day, about people who are married to their enemy. It's such an unfathomable concept to me. Like, why would you hate your spouse and then be adversarial with them and like you're trying to screw them up? Like, don't you understand you're a team? And this is going to be better if you work together. It's totally crazy to me. I don't know. But you hear about people like that where they go to war.
Yeah, I've seen it. Seen it and heard about it. I saw a video, I think today, of this couple. The wife was filming and they were just going at it, calling each other names, accusing each other of things. And like they were obviously, staying in the house together. But and they were still married. But I'm like, dude, what? Why? That just seems so opposite of what it's supposed to be. Like, why would you? And it can't be. I mean, does it happen? I guess anything's possible. Anything can happen. But what are the chances that either way, the wife or the husband, that whatever problems they have, whatever attitude they have, whatever they were fighting about just popped up, after they were married? Like there were no signs before, nothing. Like you just woke up one day.
Yeah, I don't believe that. When people say he changed, she changed, I'm like,
really?
You had those I love getting laid colored glasses on, didn't you? Didn't you?
But those fade pretty quickly. And I mean, if you get to the point where you're married,
I would give this advice to young men who are with a bad woman because they're having good sex or whatever. Here's a little secret, fellas, young men, you may not know about women. You can have sex with all of them. Anyone you marry, you're going to have sex with her. It's not special. It's not unique. It's special, sure, but it's not unique. And it isn't why you should pick a woman. Beauty is awesome. My wife is beautiful. I got lucky that way. But it is not more important than her character. It really isn't. You're better off with a a woman that's a 5, a 6, that is loyal and loving and submissive and a good mother, than you are with an 8 that is a bad woman. You're so much better off, dude.
Yeah.
You are. Who cares about the sexual gymnastics and blah, 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 when that same woman is, because the crazy translates. It's all fun and games in the bedroom. And then like, oh, she's cheating on you, lying, slashing tires, being crazy, being a horrible mother. And I know I'm simplifying things, but my point is you shouldn't let sex be the determining factor of staying in a bad relationship. And I see a lot of guys do it, just oof, boy.
It's a nice cherry on top. It's a nice pink cherry on top. But you definitely have to make those decisions with the upstairs brain and not the downstairs brain. And you can coach up a woman. Like, let's say you have a woman and maybe she's not good in bed, or let's say you marry a virgin or something like that. You can coach that up. Like their attitude, who they are, their personality, you can't change that. Only they can. But as far as that, if you pick a good woman, maybe she's lacking in that department, dude, no problem.
And I would say if it's lacking, it's more on the man. I know it's almost 50-50, but men, we are leaders. And the women, they are the reactive sex. They do react to us.
Just pay attention, communicate. That's all you have to do. Pay attention and communicate. That's your woman. And also sex should be on a regular basis, whatever your schedule allows for. And even still, that's why they call it taking time, taking a break. You got to take it. You got to make time for it. You got to squeeze it in there. Trust me, you'll squeeze it in there.
Oh yeah.
But
that should be one way or another, buddy.
Yeah, it should be on a pretty regular basis, and it should not be a bargaining chip. It should not be based on performance or punishment. No, that's not right. That department should run pretty smoothly. If you've ever, turned on an old car, like a muscle car, and then you hear the engine, but then you pop the hood and you really hear the engine. And it sounds good. You can hear it. Like everything sounds good. There are no weird sounds. Has a nice hum to it. Sounds good. That's how your sex life should be. Should turn it on. Should run pretty good. Sometimes you rev it up a little bit, but it should run pretty well oiled, if you will.
I hear these guys complain, oh, they got a marriage with a dead bedroom. They have sex with their wife 3 times a year and blah, blah, blah. And then society always takes the woman's side. Like, well, she doesn't feel seen, and she this, and she that, and she. And I would be like, what if the guy was a bum and didn't have a job and didn't provide and protect? And then we told the wife, well, you got to be a better wife. And then Manuel will get a job and bring some money, but you got to be a better wife to put him in the mood to work. Put him in the mood to provide and protect. It's like, that's not how that works. Mm-hmm. You agreed right here. You got one of these. You agreed, men. You agreed, women. You agreed to do what you're supposed to do. So I'm glad 29 years, as of like 3 weeks ago, I'm glad I don't have these problems. So my wife is a Latina. She lives up to the stereotype. Let's just leave it at that.
And that's how it should be.
I get a lot of deep sleep, guys. Let's just put it that way.
Sex is like both of you are at the same buffet, but you're going to get different things. It's all there, but you're going to pick different things from it. And men get different things from sex. It means something different to us than it does to women. Sex is checking the oil of your relationship. The sex life is good. Your relationship's probably largely good, mostly good. That's the way we show and receive love as well. Men are physical, we receive our love and gratitude and other things through sex, that we receive something different. That's why men and women, it's different to get to the point where you're ready to have sex. Men are our eyes open. Let's go. Women, it takes a little more,
well, I would say
warming them up.
There's a poetic symmetry at every level, at the figurative, at the literal, at the spiritual. Like, because you look at men, it's when they have sex, it's 200 million sperm. Women, it's 1 egg every 28 days, right? So men are like a shotgun, pray and spray, right? Women are like a sniper. So I would say, though, remember the thing we talked about when you and I have both seen in person women around a celebrity. I told you I've been to a Hollywood movie premiere. Aquaman is where I saw this happen. And the star, Jason Momoa, 6'5", hunky, long hair, A-list movie star. He came onto the center of this party at the Roosevelt Hotel there in Hollywood. And I'm not putting him down or anything, but what I saw a couple of the women that were very near him turn into, it's like their brain completely turned off and the reproductive part of the brain just hijacked everything. Like not clawing at him, but like metaphorically, like gotta get near him, gotta go talk. It was like in a trance. I'd never seen anything like. You told me at the radio station when rappers and celebs would come in, and some of the concerts you went to when you worked at a radio station, you saw the same thing. It's insane to see. So I feel like men are like the 200 million sperm, just a lower grade, but always there. And then women are, they're not there, but when they are there, they're there. You know what I mean?
Party time. Yeah.
So,
But women get very fucking barbaric and animalistic when, like, there's a situation where like a celebrity or a stripper or something like that. Women get fucking
when it's
crazy.
the alpha chief.
Oh,
when it's
man.
the billionaire, the chieftain, the king, there are no rules anymore. And all that demure, pure chastity, that was a smokescreen for the men who are not allowed across the threshold.
I've seen it.
Yeah, women have rules for losers and regular men, and they have no rules for the chief and the king. At least this is my observation. So
that is true. Yep.
So, Army Air Force Brat says she is not ashamed to admit she's still a virgin at 39. Well, that's good. That is good. That is ideal to wait until you're married. It is. It is the best.
Hold on to it.
That's the best, in my opinion, spiritually. And there's scientific research that shows women much more so than men. If they do have a lot of partners, it's harder to pair bond later in life. It's not a criticism. It's just there's scientific data that shows that. So good for you. Good for you. The right guy will come along. He'll be a little frog. You'll kiss him, and he'll turn into a giant prince. It's coming. My grandpa told me this as a joke. For every feo, there's a fea. Now that's Espanol. My grandpa was a Mexican guy. The feo is an ugly dude, and a fea is an ugly woman. So he just jokingly said, for every pot, there's a lid. For every man, there's one. Like there's someone out there. So yeah.
And then
nothing to be ashamed of. It's actually quite admirable, and I'm being sincere. I'm not blowing smoke.
Yeah, and after he turns into a prince, he's gonna fucking blow your back out. So good luck with that. Let us know how that turns out.
Yeah. So if there's any eligible bachelors coming along to
get it,
wife her up.
Yeah, I believe that women have, it's like a stack of cards. They get 10 cards to hand out. Right. Let's say in life, their virtue, and you have a limited amount of those. Once you're out of them, you're out of them, and it's no longer special. It's no longer something worth working for or working toward or courting you for. No man wants a fucking hood rat, a retired fucking hoe bag. No man wants that. It's gross.
It feels insulting to you because, like, if you're dating a woman and then she's like, I slept with 500 guys, but you are marriage material, so we're not going to sleep together until it's like, so wait a minute. I have to pay for what everyone else got for free. That makes me feel like low. That makes me feel worthless. And women go, oh, when you explain that to them, because I've seen it on social media. Women say, oh, I'm dating a guy, but I don't want to sleep with him too soon because he's marriage material. But, the unemployed biker who had 3 felonies, she slept with him within 2 hours of meeting him.
Yeah.
Like that was just for fun. It's like, great. That's for fun for you. Do you know how that makes a man feel about himself, though? It makes you feel like a chump. Is that what makes you feel?
You got passed around like a chew toy. Ew, no way, that's gross.
And then now Jericho has to do all kinds of feats of daring to see your ankle. Like, no.
No, there's a certain amount of cards you get as a woman, and you got to hold on to them and hand them out sparingly. In a perfect world, you hold on to all of them and give them to one person, but you only got a few times.
Sorry, my mouth was dry. But I was raised by my grandparents a lot. They had the most influence on me. So I mean, my grandpa was born in 1918. My grandpa was born in the early 20s. So I have those old values to some degree. And I did plan on getting married very young. I did not plan on getting married at 18. That was a bit of a surprise for me. But I do have those values insofar as, yeah, I think marriage is totally worth it. I've been married 29 years. I love it. And it's going stronger than ever. And I do feel sorry for everyone that didn't get married young. And looking back, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I got married young. Young, you're struggling, you're poor, you build something together. And then when you finally have it, it's so rewarding. And it's not judgment on people who didn't get married. It's not judgment at all. I'm not going to judge anyone. I didn't live your life for 1 millisecond. I don't know your life and your circumstance. And I just feel lucky that I got married so young, frankly. You know what I mean? Like if you asked me then, do you want to get married this young? I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe good, maybe bad. I don't know. Looking back, like, ooh, no, I got so lucky. Because Jericho, you've seen me and my wife, the way we operate like a unit, like we're like one person almost, you know? I remember you saying that at Comic-Con, like you were so impressed how she was just like my right hand and this and that. And I don't know. It's just good to come up together from a young age. I'm really happy that I got lucky and blessed that way. So
yeah, and children are for the young, you know, which comes with marriage. You know, you want to be young when you're having children, so you have the energy and stuff to keep up with them and everything. And yeah, it's
well, and you just want to be around because, like, I still want more kids, but my wife's 49. You know, I'm 47, and if I had another kid now, right, I'm going to be like pushing 70 when they get out of high school, and you don't want to die when they're 20 or something. But then on the other hand, maybe you should just have more. I don't know. We still can. Heather said, "Why would anyone ever admit how many people they slept with?" I heard an anecdote, an old canard. It said, for men, divide whatever number they tell you, divide it by 3, and for women, multiply it by 3. I sort of believe that in a general sense.
Gross.
You know, men,
yeah, I don't know why
they're going to brag and lie because they're trying to sound like Casanova, right? And
but why would you want to fucking even know? Why would you even ask that? I wouldn't even want to know.
I wouldn't. If I was dating now, a woman my age, I wouldn't ask. I wouldn't want to know. I would not want to know.
Why would, and not like my wife, like I'm just saying in general. Why would you even want to fucking know who they slept with before you?
No,
like that's
no. And then what? And then you're gonna run into them because maybe it's still living in the same town or something.
And what if it's too fucking high? What if they tell you the truth? It's low, but they fucking you don't believe them because it's so low.
Yeah, you're playing a head game with yourself.
Yeah, you're stepping in a pile of dog shit for no reason. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you doing?
I feel very, and I will say lucky and blessed. I'm not giving myself credit per se. I feel so lucky to be married so long and young, get married young. Because it went against the culture, right? The culture is always like, oh, find yourself, discover yourself, me, go do whatever you want forever. And then I see people in their mid-30s scrambling, and then like a lot of the women feel like they're settling because social media has really pumped up women's egos.
Oh.
The women that are like average, like, 5, 6, whatever, they think they're a 10 because there's so many guys in their DMs, but the guys are dips, dude. The guys are dorks. Like, ladies, I don't want to be too crude, but a man willing to have sex with you isn't a compliment. It's not an insult, but men, 200 million sperm. Like, we're not choosy at all.
No.
Like, at all. Like, you're going to have to take my word for it. You think you know, you don't know. You think you know, ladies, you don't know. You can't know. Okay? You can't because you're not us. You don't live our lives. Think of it this way. As choosy as you guys are, that's how not choosy we are. Maybe that's it.
Like if the roles were reversed and women were like men and men were like women, this planet, or let's say we were both the same. Let's say we're both the same. This planet would be, you couldn't walk down a street or go around a corner without seeing people having sex everywhere.
Right. Well, I heard, because imagine if, like you're saying, if the sex drives of men and women were men, we can test this in real life. I heard Dr. Drew, Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla, him saying that in like that gay community where they're, going to those clubs and all that, they will in their lifetime have thousands of partners. That's what he said. I don't know. I didn't do the research, whatever. But you take a male sex drive and then another male sex drive, and now they're, hey, when are we having sex? Like, I don't know. It's daytime. I'm here. You're here.
Yeah.
Like those are the requirements.
You're awake. I'm awake. Let's go.
So,
but then you put that with a woman's body, a vagina, and all the other accoutrements. Then yeah, it's going to be even crazier. Just I mean, women can't imagine. Men can. Men imagine if, and this women. I'm not exaggerating. This is 100% how it would be in real life. Men, imagine if you could just go up to a woman and go, "You want to go around the corner? Yeah, let's go." That's how easy it would be if our sex drives were the same.
Yeah, and that's all that would happen. Nothing else would go on. There'd be no bridges.
Not hi, my name is.
Nope. We wouldn't even know the names. No, nothing. It'd just be like, all right, see you later. But think how civilization, there'd be no paved roads.
Dude,
we might not have firewood, dude. We'd have nothing. We live in
people
like
would just be
a home would be like a branch like leaned up against the tree to kind of keep some of the water off, I guess. It'd be a sad state of affairs. It would be bad.
Dude, because it would be that easy. Because that's how easy it is to have sex with a man.
Right.
If you're a woman, it don't matter what you look like. Get out of your fucking head. Oh, this and that, and I look like this. I don't have that. Shut up. All right? There's a dude out there who is all about whatever you got. He's all about it. It's his favorite flavor.
Oh, yeah.
People don't, the world doesn't see you the way you do. They see you totally different. They see the best in you. They're not as harsh of a critic as you are in yourself. So they're out there.
One thing that's really happened to me probably in the last 10 years, because I've done so much study. I'm a huge student of psychology because of my own past with divorce and all that and my family growing up as a kid. One thing that I'm so happy to have learned and let go of, studying it academically, figuratively, spiritually, with the Bible, all of it, and then the research, the scientific research, is no anger at women for how they are anymore at all. Because when you're younger, it's like, oh, women are this way, and we're so different, men and women, and then you get mad at it as a man, and women get mad at the way men are. Why are men this way? Why when I tell a man a problem, he gives me a solution? Like, do you hear that? Do you hear how that sounds?
Mm-hmm.
But I realize the differences serve a purpose. Vive la différence, as they say in France, right? Long live the difference. But the differences are intentional and they're a good design. And I was thinking about like women are passive aggressive, right? And men are directly aggressive. And it always pissed me off. Like, okay, well, a woman has a problem and she won't just come out and say it. And, they sneak around and they do this and they won't just confront things. And then I realized why that is. And it's a beautiful design. Men are confrontational. So if I disagree with Jericho, we're very careful because as men, we know violence is always on the table and a direct confrontation can lead to death. Not good. Passive aggressive, you beat around the bush, you make comments, you innuendo, you gossip, you do this, you do that. And it's tougher to get things done than the direct method. So if men and women were both directly confrontational, we'd fight badly. Right? Because if women were just like men, confronting, disagreeable, then we just bicker and maybe it'd get physical sometimes, unfortunately. If men were like women and we were passive aggressive, then we both sit around the house, we both silent treatment, we both try to manipulate and we wouldn't resolve anything. But because I am confrontational and my wife is the feminine, indirect, those two work together like peanut butter and jelly, and it works. So you can resolve your issue without being confrontational and getting in a fight, and you can resolve it without being passive aggressive, the two of you, and getting nothing done. So when I realize shit like this about women, I don't get mad at all anymore. I'm like, oh, it's actually kind of charming and funny. It's actually funny to me to see that all the differences are part of God's beautiful design, and they all make sense to me now. So that's an enlightenment I've had in like the last 5 or 7 years. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be mad at this. It exists for a reason. So I don't know. Could be wrong.
Together perfectly. The yin and the yang.
Yeah. So men are like microwaves. Interesting. We used to tell kids that we are different, but dudes wanted an excuse to wear dresses and lead to the all of that. Shouldn't be telling kids any of that. Leave kids alone. What are we doing?
Just let them be kids. They'll follow the natural path. Don't push that bullshit. Because there's, I've said for the longest time, there's no such thing as like, a trans kid or something. They're just fucked up parents.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should be talking to kids about any of that stuff. Let them play with fucking Legos, for goodness sake. Would you leave them alone? How about a couple Oreos? So a new Lego set. That's what they should be talking about.
Yeah, Nerf gun.
Dinosaurs, lava. Remember how much lava you talked about as a kid?
Or quicksand.
I heard Adam Carolla talk about that. He said one of his biggest disappointments becoming an adult is he thought he would be dealing with lava and quicksand constantly as an adult. When he was a little kid, that's what he thought the adult world would be. Turns out I've never seen quicksand or lava in real life. Never. So not once.
And if you want, you never will. If that's how you want it.
Right. I guess you could go to Hawaii and see lava sometimes. I don't
know. But how close could you even get? Like, not to where it's going to be a problem. No way.
Oh, my goodness. Well, we do want to try to keep the show under 2 hours. It's only 8:15, so we're going to keep going. But how are we going to squeeze this Hook movie like into the next half hour? I don't know, but we're going to do it.
We're going to.
Now, there's only one reason we're doing the Hook movie. I'll start right off. I didn't like it. I thought I would like it. Robin Williams, love Robin Williams. Steven Spielberg, he usually makes pretty damn good movies. Didn't like this. There's something about it I really don't like. I don't know. But we're doing this movie, and I'll make this as short as possible because I've already said it 10 times on the air. I lied to my mother that I was going to see this movie in 1991, and I snuck off to see Gremlins 2, which I'm not allowed to watch movies like that when I was a little kid.
Which was awful.
So now, my mother, Rebecca, I hope me finally watching this movie 34 years later atones for lying to you and getting caught going to see that terror. And Mom, Gremlins 2 was enough of a punishment watching it.
Oh, man.
Okay? You didn't need to ground me or anything. Watching that piece of crap was bad enough.
That movie was horrible.
Oof.
Horrible.
Do you like this Hook movie? I don't like it. I don't hate it. I just don't like it.
Again, we're seeing this at two different times. I saw this as a kid. This came out, was this 91?
91. Oh, I know. Because Gremlins 2 came out in 91.
I was 10 going on 11. So I was a little kid watching this. So I saw it, through a totally different lens than you did. Not having the parents around and the food and all that, and their imaginations and all that stuff. Like, that was totally cool. Seeing it now, it's different. You're seeing different things. You're seeing the fucking messaging and, how fuck you parents and all that kind of stuff. But as a kid,
right. Yeah, I don't like
and this was like in, Robin Williams' just meteoric movie rise. He just couldn't miss. So this is just this is like right before Aladdin and, shit like that. So yeah, it was great.
And and no one is bad in it. I don't like it for some reason. I can't put my finger on it. There's nothing wrong with it. The story makes sense. The acting is good. Robin Williams is always spectacular. I think he is one of the best actors of all time because he's just so charismatic. He's just so Robin Williams. There's never be another one like him. My goodness. Something about it I don't like. I think I don't like the father is an asshole theme. I think I've had enough of that. Father's a dickhead, and the wife and the kids know everything, and dad has to amend his ways. And I think that's exactly what I don't like. Can we show a father be a good father? Can we do that? Please? Does every father have to be a piece of crap? And then like, oh, I found out why my kids are right, and I need to change. Like, okay.
I think did his dad die or kill himself or something like that?
In real life?
I think so. Something fucked up.
God, I didn't know that. Jeez.
With his upbringing, something like that, which would explain, maybe because this isn't the first movie where he's had the whole, dad's a dick kind of storyline.
I think that's what I don't like about it, though. But if there's a personal connection for him, maybe so. It starts off at we're gonna go fast, guys. We're gonna go fast at a play. And he is there. He's a big, what is he? He's a lawyer, right? He's a big fancy lawyer, makes good money. And he's on the cell phone, which is crazy to see someone on a cell phone in 1991. I didn't see people on cell phones to the very end of the 90s. Like regularly.
Hell no. That was early.
Right. So that shows you the status. For you youngins that don't know the context here, if you have a flip phone in 1991, you are a baller.
Dude.
You're a gangster if you have a phone back then. That's crazy. So, but of course, he's not watching his kid perform in a. It's a Peter Pan play at school. He's not watching his kid. He's not paying attention. He's taking business calls. And then he has to go fly to England. Or is it Christmas? Is it Thanksgiving? They're flying. It's not Thanksgiving. It's going to be Christmas because they're going to England to visit his auntie, right? His Aunt Wendy. And they're going to bring the whole family there because I guess that's his wife's side or is it his side? I don't know. They're going to go there and he's afraid of flying. And he promised his son he's going to be at the ball game. And of course, he has to go do business stuff at the office instead. So he's not at the ball game. So his son is there, and his son doesn't his son strike out? Like his son can't hit the pitch or whatever, and the son has a bad. Yeah, the son had a bad game, and then his dad wasn't even there to watch him have a bad game.
Yeah, the classic looking up in the stands. Dad's too consumed with work and everything, and he doesn't pay attention to us, and he's missing all these moments. Classic '90s tropes.
Yeah, sorry, I'm reading the comment here. Secretary Nasher's never seen it before. Ramdog says the movie Robin Williams make him cringe. Williams comes off as pretentious. Oh, I don't agree. I wonder what he's seeing that I'm not seeing. Antonia's dad has pagers. When the text pagers came out, blew my freaking mind. Yeah, the pagers, and they had that little LCD display that would put the phone number in it, and then people started writing code of it was like proto emojis. It wasn't emojis, but if you wanted to say I love you and you and your girlfriend had a pager, you would page her 143. I love has 4 letters, you has 3 letters. So this is all early 90s. This is Color Me Bad, Paula Abdul, Vanilla Ice, 1991, MC Hammer, big pashmina pants or whatever those pants are called. So yeah. Well, anyways, they're headed to England. They get on a plane. The plane has horrible turbulence, and Robin Williams, I'm going to spoil it for you right now. He is Peter Pan, all grown up. He left Neverland, so he turned from a boy to a man, and he doesn't remember that he was Peter Pan. I guess it erased his memory to grow up or something like that. And he's on the plane, and he's Peter Pan afraid to fly, right? That's very contradictory. And I think there's the stuff in the movie I don't like. His daughter has a drawing of the plane crashing and on fire. And there are 3 people with parachutes, the sister, the mom, and the brother. And Robin Williams does not have a parachute, and he's falling to his death. That's what his son drew, and he gets a hold of it on the plane while he's terrified of all the turbulence. So
that's fun. That's not alarming as a parent.
Not great. I love airplanes. I always have loved airplanes. I like flying. I'm a little too tall now. I need to get more money so I can fly that, $10,000 first class where you get a bed for my height and just more comfort. But I have had this thought when I'm on a plane. I think I've told you this. I look out the window and I'm just fascinated. I love it. The city, it looks like a little toy. Oh, I think I see a car or something. I think I see something, so tiny. And it'll dawn on me just how freaking high in the sky we are when you look out the window of the plane, which I love. And I think this has got to be the most fucking terrifying thing in the world for people afraid to fly. Because it's just, when else in life are you in a situation where the view is like that, right?
Yeah.
Be in a skyscraper, a mountain, whatever. I've been to the top of the Sears Tower. Airplanes unlike anything else. And I don't know how people who are afraid of flying deal with it. I feel very sorry for them.
Yeah, there's no safety net, buddy. You way up there.
Yeah, we way up here.
Way up there. So
yeah.
Hold on tight.
I don't know. But yeah, I'll be looking at I like sitting in the aisle now, just have more leg room. But when I was younger, I liked to sit by the window and just look at the world. Flying over the Grand Canyon, crazy to look down at it and all that. I flew over the Grand Canyon in 2009, and it snowed, and it looked magical. It just looked so amazing, all white and covered like that. I don't know. I like flying. I do like flying. Anyway, they're on their way to jolly old England, and they get there, and it's all decked out for Christmas. They go into Meemaw's house. Is she the aunt? Who is Wendy to him? Do you know? Do you recall?
Isn't it no, I don't recall. Maybe there's an aunt or something like that. Was she a little older than him?
His second cousin. I don't know. Second cousin twice removed. I don't know.
Some shit.
She's something to him. Who knows? Anyway, they get back. They're there. It's freezing cold. He's still doing business stuff on the phone, and he's in England to talk at some business conference, right? That's why they're there.
Hey, Nate.
It's holiday time. It is a Christmas movie, but I don't remember. I watched this movie like 3 weeks ago. We were supposed to do this movie for like 3 weeks on the show, and things have come up. And she's got an eccentric, like older cousin that lives there, and I think he's one of the old Lost Boys or whatever. One of the Peter Pan characters.
Yeah,
I don't remember his name though.
They're definitely setting that up.
Okay.
And he, of course, has like this kind of disdain for him, you know, how he is and stuff. Like, oh, that's silly. That's ridiculous.
He's just an imbecile, you know, mental.
He's so buttoned up, you know, and rigid now as a grown up. So yeah.
So anyway, Captain Hook arrives at his, what is this lady? The second cousin, his wife's grandmother. That's who Wendy is. And y'all remember Wendy from the Disney cartoon Peter Pan. Captain Hook arrives while he's off at this conference, this business thing or whatever it is, or they're honoring someone. I don't remember what they're doing. It's a gala. They're doing something fancy with black ties. And Captain Hook arrives and steals the children away. And it's Dustin Hoffman. And he does this thing the entire time. He does this thing where he puts his bottom lip inside of his mouth the entire time. And it was very distracting to me the entire time I was watching the movie. You can see how this is distracting, right?
Dude, he killed that role, man.
He was good. And I love the wig. Like 5 feet of giant black girls.
Yeah,
I think go ahead.
That's just how I remember it on the Disney cartoon.
Right.
You know, the famous Disney cartoon with the crocodile and shit. Yeah, Mr. Smee. It was they nailed it, man. They nailed it.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh, I want to let me show you this really quick. If you went to Disneyland, I think this was, what year is this? April 12th of 2017 is the file date. I've shown you guys this once before, but this is official Disney artwork I did and Todd Knock did. Todd Knock is a comic book artist for Marvel and DC, friend of mine. We did that piece together, and it is on a bucket that you could have got back in 2017. You can obviously no longer get it because these buckets, they come out once, they never come out again. But I have done official Captain Hook artwork. It's right there in front of you. I'll go in the other room and get it in a second here. But I have it in my old office. But I told you I did a Guardians of the Galaxy popcorn bucket too. Did I tell you about that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I did that too. And they never used this because I think I told you this. Rocket Raccoon, the raccoon sci-fi character right there with a big crazy laser pistol in his hand there, they thought that the weapons were not appropriate for kids. So they wanted us to make new art with no weapons. And then eventually we did nothing for them on this one. Or did we? What did we do? We did something where we took it out of his hand and we ended up changing the artwork. It was stupid. I don't know why we did.
Oh, what?
But
kids will love that shit.
But why would you have a character called Rocket Raccoon? Rocket. His whole thing is weapons. He has all kinds of weapons, including rockets and guns and lasers. He's Rocket Raccoon, but he doesn't have a gun. Because that's dangerous.
Well, in California, he would have like a bouquet of flowers or some shit like that.
I thought you were going to say he'd have something else, but never mind.
Dildo, some shit like that.
There you go.
There you go.
But so I have a little Captain Hook that I've officially done, a popcorn bucket. So anyway, and then Bob Hoskins is Mr. Smee, and Bob Hoskins, we love him from Roger Rabbit. He's Eddie.
Well, he was hot for a minute too.
Yeah.
The late 80s with Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and then this, and then I don't know if it was before this or after this. He had a movie with Denzel Washington called Heart Condition.
Really?
Yeah, and Bonnie Raitt had that song "Have a Heart" on the soundtrack. It was huge. But Bob Hoskins, he was doing this thing too.
And it's so funny how people looked older in the past. You know, you meet someone who's like 35 now and they look like they're a teenager. I don't know what's going on. Something with hormones and the weird food people are eating nowadays. But this lady here is the lady also from Harry Potter that plays like the old sorceress or witch or whatever. I've never seen Harry Potter, but I've seen this lady plenty in promos for Harry Potter. She plays some character in that, 20 years after they made these or whatever. And she's like 57 in this movie. I looked it up because I'm like, wasn't she old in Harry Potter? How old was she in this? Looking old in this movie. And she was, quote, only 57. So there you go.
Damn.
It's Dame Maggie Smith. So there you go. Anyway, they do their gala thing, and they come home and they find Captain Hook has stolen the kids, and Hook is scratched all over the walls and the doors and everything. The windows wide open, out into the snowy London, city. And there's a note to Peter Pan, Hook, to him, I have your kids and blah, 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 and you got to come to Neverland to get them back, you jerk. And then he finds Tinkerbell, played very strangely to me by what's her name? Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts. Yep. She was hot too right now. You talk about casting. Julia Roberts in the early 90s, Pretty Woman, and fucking Steel Magnolias, Beaches. Man, she was off the charts this time.
Her brother, Eric Roberts, is in every movie.
Is that her brother?
It's her brother. He has hundreds and hundreds of movie credits.
Oh, yeah. Best of the best, all kinds of shit. He
was in a movie. I went to Matthew Marston's movie premiere like a year and a half ago in Santa Monica. He was in that. But then our other friend that's been on the show, Todd Senafonte, remember the rideshare killer?
Yeah.
Eric Roberts was in that too. He was the detective. So two of our friends of the channel have been in movies with Eric Roberts. Julia Roberts, I think, hopefully my wife is not watching. Julia Roberts, I think, is a looker. In her day, damn.
Yeah, and she married, what's that fool's name?
Richard Gere.
Lyle Lovett, who's ugly as shit. Ugly as shit. And he married Julia Roberts. So, fellas, there's always hope.
Right.
It's never over.
Anyway, Captain Hook has come. Peter Parker doesn't remember. Or Peter Parker? Gabe, that's Spider-Man. Peter Pan doesn't remember he is Peter Pan. And he's got the ransom note, come to Neverland, blah, blah, blah. So he's got to go. And the sets in this movie are outstanding. I read some research on it. A lot of this was filmed at the Sony lot. They're up in, I believe that's Burbank. It's right there near Hollywood. And like the ships, the big pirate ships, they built those for this. They didn't find a ship or CGI. And again, this is 1991, so they wouldn't have been able to really CGI a very good looking ship. So they built these sets. They don't exist anymore as far as what I researched online. It was all disassembled and recycled, gotten rid of. But I think it's weird that I don't like this movie because it looks great. There's nothing wrong with the acting. The story makes sense. I just don't like it. I don't know why. There's something about it I don't like. I don't know. But you get Robin Williams. He goes down to where these pirates and, they're all wild and they party and they talk and here's Smee. This is Eddie from Roger Rabbit, and they're polishing and sharpening the hook for Captain Hook, and he makes his big debut.
Captain, yeah, love it.
So they come out, and then that's Robin Williams right there with the eye patch and the hat and the cloak, and he's like doing reconnaissance here because his kids are captured somewhere with this awful Captain Hook, and he wants to get to the bottom of it. So. Could you take over for just a second? I want to get that popcorn bucket. I'll be right back.
I sure thing.
All right.
So, yeah, and it took, he didn't believe it right away because he is Peter Pan, but he hasn't been Peter Pan in years and years. So it took a bit of, I wouldn't say coaxing, but definitely seeing some crazy shit with Julia Roberts coming as Tinkerbell. He's like, holy shit, this is real. And so he's here trying to find out where the kids are and who this Hook is, because he's hearing whispers of, Captain Hook, and then he's seeing all this pomp and circumstance around who this is. So he has to find out. And to him, this is all new. He's like, who the fuck is Hook? And it's Neverland and stuff. But to everybody else, Peter, so it's kind of weird for him to, remember how to be this person everybody thinks that he is.
Yeah. It's kind of like he's like, who's this Hook? And they're like, who the hell are you? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. Like, what do you mean? Your arch nemesis. Like, it's like Superman not knowing knowing what kryptonite is.
Check it out. See?
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel so blessed by God to have the career that I have, and I get to do stuff like this. Like, we all grow up loving Disney and movies and all this stuff, and it's like I'm part of that. So weird. A kid that was alone, parents divorced, felt like a loser a lot of his life when he's growing up, and it's like I got to make Transformers professionally, Star Wars. Like, I don't know, it blows my mind sometimes, and not in a braggy way, like in a I feel humbled kind of way. So I don't know. One of the ones that trips me out the most is at Disneyland. I did the Star Wars comic book in 2014, I think. Did like a couple years of Star Wars there. And in the story, it was taking place between the 77 movie and the 80 movie. So our comic book told the story of how they find the ice planet for their secret base. And in that, Princess Leia is a squadron leader of X-Wing fighters. And we painted them different in the book. There were these like lights out black X-Wings with red trim on them. But Princess Leia, as a squad leader, had a white X-Wing with blue stripes. She was the only one that had it. And I was the one like, oh, I got that. I come up with that. I color it and all that. At Disneyland, if you go to the Rise of Resistance in Florida or Los Angeles, Anaheim, they have it. They have the white Princess Leia with the blue stripes on it. And you guys don't know how big of a Star Wars fan I was as a little kid. It is the thing that got me into drawing. So to see stuff that I helped create like there at the park is like weird to me. So I don't know. So anyway, moving on. These kids are in the net. They're crying. They're reaching out for their father. And Captain Hook, what does he tell him? If you fly up there and get him, then I'll let you go or something like that.
Yeah.
Because Captain Hook can't believe that this guy doesn't remember he's Peter Pan and he can fly and he's the arch nemesis. He's the one who's got his hand eaten by the cocodrilo, as we say in Espanol, the crocodile. And so he challenges him to fly up there and do it. And he cannot.
Yeah, because he doesn't believe, man.
Right. He has to go up there and touch their hands. So then he ends up climbing and then falling off, right? Oh, he goes underwater with these mermaids. That's a little racy, huh?
Yeah, 1991. What's up?
I guess. Oh, and he kisses all the well, he doesn't kiss the mermaids. Don't they breathe into his mouth to like let him continue to be able to swim underwater or something like that?
The classic here. Let me give you some air.
You ever do that? I remember being in high school with my then girlfriend at the pool, because you take your girlfriend to the pool when you're in high school, and telling her that, like, let's try and breathe underwater by putting our mouths together, and I'll breathe into your mouth, you breathe in mine. We did it for a while, and then you like start to get lightheaded, I think, because a lot of it coming out is now carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide, it's not good.
Because your body's using the oxygen and expelling the CO2. But you can get a few breaths out of it. It works a little bit. So, but I remember doing that with a female friend of mine. So there you go. Listen,
you better hope she's not watching.
It's always up to something, okay? I like the ladies. What do you want me to say?
What do you want me to
do? Heather says, I'm never going to forget that now when I go to Disneyland. I can show it to you. I could dig through the photos on my computer real fast. Let me dig through them while you guys watch. Let's see. So fast right now. It was 2020. I went there with my cousin Allison for her 36th birthday. My Korean cousin. Yes, she's adopted from Korea. It was 2021, 2020. Let me see. It was in July. Her birthday's in July, like mine. I'm digging. I'll find it.
July.
Come on. Sorry. I'm trying to find this Disneyland trip I went with my cousin. Was it 2021? Fuck, I don't know. Sorry, maybe it was 2020. Damn. Hold on. Getting there. But I kind of don't remember what happens next in the movie. Can you tell me? Because I kind of don't remember.
I kind of don't remember either. It's been
what we should do.
While.
What about that time we just made shit up? That time we made the movie up.
I mean, I remember it, and I saw this as like I said before. I've seen this as a kid too, so I do remember parts of it and stuff. But I wish you could have seen it as a kid because I think you probably would have liked it. I think you probably would have seen the Disney in it, you know, especially with Steven Spielberg. I mean, Robin Williams and Spielberg at this time, it's got to be.
I don't hate it. I just like saw it and I was like, whatever. When I saw it, it was just like whatever. When I don't know, it was just I don't know. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It was just I wasn't disappointed. There's something about it. I think it's the shitty dad. I think I don't like that. I think that bothers
that's understandable.
Me. You know, I think I'm sorry. I'm digging frantically for this. Was it 2019? It couldn't have been 2019 with my cousin's birthday. Hold on. I'm gonna find this fucking photo of this X-wing fighter. I'm gonna find it, damn it. When did the Star Wars Land open at Disneyland? Does anyone know? Was that 2020 or 2019? Do you have any idea? Are you a big Star Wars Disneyland guy?
Dude, I have no idea.
You're the biggest Star.
Fucking zero.
I can't find it. Just digging through this computer. Why do we take so many pictures? All of us. We take so many pictures and so many videos, and we never look at them. You know, you don't watch all those videos of your kids and yourself, and you just
you don't want to erase them.
For some unknown reason, you just make these pictures and then you just don't even look at them.
You fucking just keep them for years. Yeah, my phone's full of them.
My computer probably has 20,000 photos on it.
Yep. You don't look at any of them.
No, I just dig through them like an asshole when I'm on YouTube trying to find. Okay, guys, we're not going to see it tonight. We're not going to see that photo. Anyway, just imagine me standing in front of a blue and white X-wing fighter. Anyway. How does Robin Williams end up with the Lost Boys? How does he get away from the ship? Because I don't remember. I know. Did they walk him off the plank and then the mermaids save him? Some shit like that. Is that what it is?
That feels right.
It's got a score by John. Is there any movie that John Williams didn't do the score for?
Dude, some people just have an amazing resume. Just fucking heaters. You're like, man, that's half of that resume anybody would kill for in Hollywood.
I don't know. They try to kill Peter Pan, Robin Williams for some unknown reason to me, because I saw the movie once 3 weeks ago and don't remember. He ends up underwater. These women who I at first thought were topless, I'm like, this was a kid's movie. Then I realized they weren't. Was it wishful thinking on my part? I don't know. Anyway, he ends up over on the other part of the island, and he meets the Lost Boys. And the Lost Boys are led by this young Filipino man named Rufio.
Yeah.
Now I know where the word bangarang comes from. It's like their catchphrase when all the Lost Boys are having something, they go bangarang, right? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that like dubstep song from 2008 or 9 by that Skrillex guy. It's called Bangarang, and I never knew what that song's name was or where it came from. And now you know. Still don't know what Bangarang means. Let's see.
Yeah, and that's what was so cool about this movie, is this whole, absence of parents and this lawlessness, and we could do what we want. That was very cool.
I'm going to ask Grok, what does Bangarang mean? It better not be dirty.
It means when a guy sticks his what?
Bangarang is a slang word that means something like chaos, uproar, wild energy, ruckus, or awesome craziness, depending on context. It's often used to hype something up or describe a wild situation. Most famous modern use, Hook, 1991 movie. Robin Williams as Peter Pan shouts Bangarang as a battle cry, exclamation of excitement. So Skrillex, the guy, said Bangarang is his 2011 dubstep song. Original meaning, Jamaican patois. In Jamaica, bangarang, sometimes spelled bomba clot. Wait a minute. Sometimes spelled bomba clot bangarang or just bangaran means commotion, disturbance, uproar, or nonsense. Example, pure bangarang in the street. That's what it says here on Grok. Total equals total chaos in the street. General modern slang use. Today, you'll see it like, that party was bangarang. Jericho, have you ever exclaimed bangarang?
I haven't had the pleasure. I'm looking forward to it, but not yet.
The next time the first place, well, I guess the Patriots won last night. The next time the AFC West leading and Super Bowl favorite Denver Broncos score a touchdown this Sunday when they beat the crap out of the Raiders, I'm going to shout bangerang. I'm gonna start yelling bangerang from now on. I'm gonna make it my new phrase.
Man, they better mop the shit out of the Raiders.
They better.
I mean, with ease.
All right. So, anyways, he meets the Lost Boys. They want to fight him. Rufio and him get into a sword fight. It all seems very dangerous, fighting a child with a sword. And the kids are just naughty little boys. You know, they want to just play around. They're painting. They're throwing paint on everything. And and it's kind of that thing where Luke meets Yoda and he's going to learn his Jedi powers, like to master them. It's kind of like Robin Williams is going to learn his Lost Boy Neverland powers from the Bangarang gang.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to be in the Bangarang gang, Chirk?
I mean, I don't like the title, but I'll see what the entry process is.
Name something you could be doing that would make you shout Bangarang?
Oh, we were talking about earlier in the bedroom. Bangarang.
Do you think that would alarm your wife?
At first. I think she would grow to love it as much as me.
Heather says the overtime game was amazing. Yes, my Denver Broncos are thrilling. I had a great time Sunday night. My best friend, Merlin, childhood friend, he came over, and my son and I are bonding. We're watching the Broncos every week because he's a Giant fan, so am I. And the Denver Broncos are having their best season since they won the Super Bowl 10 years ago. And they are one of the favorites to go and win. One of the top, 4 teams or so.
Dude, that'd be sick if it was Niners Broncos again.
We do owe you one for that 80s beatdown. That Joe Montana.
Beat the shit out of him. Mm-hmm.
Not like you watched. You were probably, 3 years
old?
I
did watch. I was between 8 and 9 years old. I did watch. That was the first Super Bowl I watched by myself.
That was right here in San Diego at Jack Murphy Stadium, which no longer exists. And my uncle came to town and went to that. Yeah, who was the quarterback? Art Monk. He was a no, that was the Redskins. Art Monk.
Yeah,
Joe Montana.
Joe Montana. Yeah.
Oh, no. The San Diego one was the Redskins with Art Monk. I don't know where the 49er Bronco game was. It was probably in New Orleans or Phoenix because every Super Bowl used to be in New Orleans.
Fucking New Orleans or Phoenix every year.
New Orleans, Phoenix, Miami, San Diego. It was in those 4 cities over and over and over again because they have the best one.
Like there were no more cities in America.
Jose Taco. How does someone from San Diego become a Denver fan, Elway? Because the person from San Diego, me. Now look at what I'm wearing here. Okay, you're gonna have to see that. This is my outfit is answering a question. I'm wearing a Denver Broncos hoodie, yet I am wearing a San Diego Padres shirt. What is going on, you ask? I was born in Greeley, Colorado. My family's from Colorado. When I was 8, we moved to San Diego. So I'm not a big baseball fan, so my fandom was malleable. I wasn't a Colorado Rocky fan. They suck anyway. And one time when I was here in 2004, the Padres were just amazing. They were so good. In 98, they went to the World Series. And I got a little interested. I became a Padre fan. And the Padres sell the second most tickets in the league of baseball because the stadium and the downtown area by the stadium is just amazing for the Padres. It's such a great experience. Even if you don't like baseball, to go to a Padre game, it's one of the most beautiful stadiums in sports. So I'm a casual baseball fan, so whatever. But my dad, my grandpa, everybody loves the Broncos. If you're from Colorado, it is the law that you are a Bronco fan. So there you go. The Colts were having a great year.
They were.
They're phonies. I knew the Colts were phonies all along.
Yeah.
And Denver beat them, by the way. And for the first time in the history of the league, the referees called a leverage penalty on the field goal, and the Colts got to re-kick and then win with no time on the clock. Whatever.
Those fucking bastards.
Whatever. Denver had beaten them on the road. Anyway, moving on. Mr. Smee and Captain Hook are talking. He's very mad. He wants to get a hold of Peter Pan and finish him off. And I like Mr. Smee in this. He looks like a chunky Phil Collins.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
But that's what he looked like in the cartoon. This shit was perfect.
That's right. That is true. No, Bob Hoskins is great. A great actor. I really like him in this. So I like, one thing I like about him is in Roger Rabbit, I can hear the slightest twang of his British accent every once in a while. You could hear it creep out, you know. Oh, look at this. She thinks that Daniel Jones is the man. Got very bad news for you. It's not Daniel
we'll
Jones.
see.
Who is it? James Cook is their running back? No. Who is their running back? The Colts. Not James Cook. That's the one on the Bills.
That's I don't know. I don't know who their running back.
Whatever it is.
Jonathan Taylor.
Best running back in the league, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Great offensive line. That's why the Colts are good. It ain't Daniel Jones. It's the running back. He's awesome. So,
But to see if it's for real or not. They do have a nice they do have a good record, but
but they gotta play
paper tiger.
They gotta play the Jags and they gotta play Houston again and like two other they're gonna get the Colts might not make the playoffs at this rate, dude.
The Chiefs won't. That's good.
Oh, isn't that great? The Chiefs.
That's awesome. Love that.
Patricia Mahomes. Oh, it's so nice.
Love that.
Right. Well, good night, Army Air Force brat. Have a good one.
Peace out.
Buddy. Anyway, moving on. We got to speed run this thing. We don't have a lot of time left. So what, Jericho, you want to help narrate here and like move this along?
Yeah, this obviously he's, kind of started to believe and he's accepted being Peter Pan again. And he's one of the guys and he's being silly and he has a fucking body pain stuff and he's playing their games and he's playing their imagination game because none of this is really happening. And like you'll see with the food and stuff like that, like it's all imagination. He's taking part in it. And so he's, the classic, I've missed out on all this fun and I should have been like this for my kids. And I was such a stuffed shirt asshole. And so that's kind of, the little montage they have now with this. And there's, right. And then, but Hook, he's pretty much shitting bricks like, Pan is back. We got to do something about this shit.
And Hook's big plan is to like be good to the kids, like in this secret-y way. And there's something magical about Neverland where if he is good to the kids and gets them to be his guys and be little pirate kids, and they'll forget their father. And they start to forget about home. They start to forget about England and America and the real world. And they're just going to get like somehow, they don't explain it, but I guess it's the magic of Neverland. They're going to forget about real earth, real world, and just be Neverland people. And you see it starting to happen as he does different things with the kids. I think, isn't he giving them like little lessons or little fun things to do and talking to them about stuff?
Yeah. And like he's fucking like being their dad and shit. Like it's fucking weird. Like he's taking their dad's place.
Yes.
And some weird shit.
The entire time he's making it like a frog mouth and you just have to tuck your bottom lip into your mouth, Jericho.
Dude, I think it's funny how he did that. He played the shit out of that character.
I do too. He's a good. I don't know. I keep telling you, I don't like this movie, and there's no real good reason that I shouldn't. I do. I think it's the bad dad. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
This is a fun scene. You are right about this. The kids sit, they say grace, and they're going to eat, and then they're just eating nothing. It's all mimicry. It's all very strange. And then they get into a big crazy. What is this frosting or is this thick paint? Whatever.
I think it's like a frosting. I think it is.
Right. They get into a big goopy frosting fight, which
looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think as a kid, if I had seen this as a kid, I probably would have loved it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have lied to my mom and gone to see Gremlins. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. And Gremlins sucked. That was a piece of shit.
That was fucking horrible.
How come? That is one of the worst movies we've ever seen, and I didn't really think about it. Like we watched Gremlins, like, wow, this is a piece of crap. This movie,
good, horrible, a war crime, war crime.
Like in less than a week after we watched Gremlins 2 on this channel and reviewed it, they announced Gremlins 3.
No, you got me. You already got me. You already fucking got me, Gremlins. It's not happening again.
You know what I should do?
No way.
When Gremlins 3 comes out, I should do one of two things. What would be funnier? Take my mom to see it with me, or lie to my mom about seeing some other movie and go see Gremlins 3 to keep the tradition alive.
To keep the tradition alive, man. Don't stop now. Don't stop now.
Michael Coulter, Gremlins a piece of crap. No, Gremlins 2 sucks, Michael Coulter.
Oh, yeah, man. Are you kidding me?
Gremlins 1.
That's not up for debate. That's not a matter of opinion.
Gremlins is one of those things where the concept is so much better than the crappy route. You know what else is like? A waterbed. Waterbed sounds amazing. You ever sleep on one? They suck.
Yep.
Terrible.
But Gremlins 2 is beyond suck. It's something else.
Yeah.
You have to create a new word for that.
No, Gremlins sounds awesome, but neither of the movies are very good. I don't like the first one either.
No, but there's nothing on earth like Gremlins 2. That shit was.
I think the Gremlins get a lot of leeway because of how great the character designs of the monster and the Mogwai, the cute one, they're really, really good designs. Whoever designed those, fantastic work. Everything else sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the story.
Yeah, the whole story part of the movie is bad.
Fuck, dude, that shit was. What? I don't even know what it was. Was that a movie?
I don't
even know. I don't know.
It was a first draft. So anyway, Captain Hook has got the kids all brainwashed, but he doesn't have the daughter fully brainwashed. But the son who's been neglected and dad never comes to the baseball games, he's got it. Hook, line, and sinker. He's making he's making the little boy. What's the little boy's name? Jack, right? Something like that. He's making him forget daddy. So then they're going to play baseball, right? This is the kid's dream, to play baseball. And now Robin Williams, who is now sort of Peter Pan again, shows up to save his kids. And he's going to have to end up fighting Captain Hook, which is what Captain Hook wants. Because Captain Hook ultimately wants to kill him, because isn't he the one that got Captain Hook's hand bit off by the crocodile?
Mm-hmm.
And then he has this crazy phobia of that crocodile. And what's with the clock? Didn't the crocodile like swallow a clock? Mm-hmm. So whenever Captain Hook hears the tick-tock, tick-tock, it like
they know he's coming. Yeah, he knows he's coming. Fucking love that crocodile.
All right. Yeah, I always loved as a kid in the cartoon movie when Captain Hook is standing on the crocodile's mouth, 1 foot on each lip, basically. Mm-hmm. And that crocodile's like opening its mouth, trying to snap at him, and his legs keep spreading and spreading, and he's just barely getting away. I always thought that was awesome. But so yeah, they play a baseball game. He hits this crazy, like almost home run. Robin Williams goes to fetch the ball, and he looks into the water at the Lost Boys hideout, and he sees himself as a young Peter Pan, and he's like fully remembering who he is. So he goes to this secret cave sculpture tree stump thingamajig. I guess it looks like a tree stump to me, but it also looks like stone. I don't know. He goes in there, and in there is Tinkerbell in some fancy dancy clothes, and they have his old like Peter Pan like stuff, his old gear, and then he has a flashback memory of being given away as a child to be taken care of. And then he goes through the whole memory of being Peter Pan and the whole thing about it. I always thought the shadow thing was a little creepy. Right? The shadow that kind of had its own life. That's weird to me. So I don't know. But yeah, you get the whole 1960s. There's the Beatles poster in the back behind him, A Hard Day's Night. And you see when they were originally the Peter Pan crew from what would have been the original Disney movie. So he gets fully charged up as Peter Pan now. He gets his green outfit. He does have the tights on, but thankfully he has a tunic, so it covers his butt and all that.
Thank you.
Because I didn't want to see Robin Williams in yoga pants.
Hell no.
No, that would not have worked for me. That's like what I was telling you last week. The men shouldn't wear sweatpants. You definitely shouldn't wear tights.
Dude, come on now.
I went to the Nutcracker like 3 years ago at the Balboa Theater, the Spreckles Theater downtown here in San Diego. The Spreckles were a very wealthy family here in San Diego like 100 years ago. So there's stuff named after them around town.
There's a town near Salinas called Spreckles.
Right. Yeah. I went to his private train car. It's out in Campo, which is East County, San Diego. And back then, 100 years ago, you weren't traveling by private jet. You were traveling by private train car. And had sleeping quarters for like a crew of like 4 or 5. They were his chefs and butlers and maids. And they had like an oak dining room with stained glass inside of a train. Crazy. But I went and toured it, like a year or two ago. But anyways, I went to the Nutcracker Ballet right before Christmas about 3-4 years ago. And I forgot that the ballerinos, the males, they wear tights like the ladies. They don't wear like a little tunic or a little nothing covering their butt and crotch region. So
not a fan.
It's dinner and a show, if you're wondering.
No. Not that kind of show.
Yeah. So
that is not the kind of show that I came here for. No, thank you, sir. Ew.
So it was indeed the Nutcracker when we went.
Yeah, heavy on the nuts.
Oh. Let's see. Heather says her family had a catering business and I worked the Nutcracker. Those kids are, I don't understand the context here. She worked the Nutcracker?
Like concessions or something? Or
oh, maybe that's what it was. And then the kids at this thing were jerks. We need more context. Maybe Heather just hates kids in general.
Little
Like
bastards.
all kids are jerks, is what she said.
Could be.
She's the Grinch. Oh, we watched the 1960 whatever Grinch cartoon with Big Baby. Big Baby will be 3 on Friday, everyone. I'm so excited.
What the?
Yeah. But we watched the Grinch, and she wanted to watch it again. And then we got to talking about the Grinch, me and her. And she said, he's not coming to our house, though, right? And I'm like, no, he's not. And then she said, you're strong. And she calls me Bubba. She says, you strong, Bubba? I said, I'm strong. And then she got real brave. And she told me if the Grinch did come to our house, that she would punch him in his belly and he would go away crying. That's what she told me.
Makes sense.
She said, we would fight him and you're strong and she'll punch him in the belly. So there you go.
Yeah, you hold him down. I'll punch him in the belly. You get him in the full Nelson. I'll punch him in the belly.
I'll get him in a full Nelson and Big Baby will sock him right in the belly.
Well, good. She has a plan, at least.
Hey, those who fail to plan to fail.
That's right. She has a plan. Respect.
So anyway, he becomes Peter Pan. He goes back to his Lost Boys. He's going to rally the troops. He meets up with Rufio, Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell gives him a kiss. He's kissing mermaids under the water. He's kissing Tinkerbell. This man has a wife. Jericho, if you were on a mission where you didn't know if you were alive or not, would you be allowed to kiss the female that you're on the mission with when you got your wife at home? What would your wife say about it?
No, I don't think she would be down for that. I think she'd have a lot to say about it, actually.
But what if you told your wife you didn't know if you were going to die on this mission and never come back?
She's all, then you kiss me or nobody.
Yikes.
Yeah, I don't think she would have much sympathy, and rightfully so, because if the shoe were on the other foot and she were tonguing down some fucking deal, I didn't think I was gonna make it. Well, now you're definitely not gonna make it.
It's like, well, guess what? You were right.
Now you're for sure is not gonna make it. Yeah, because that would be all bad if she's tonguing down some other dude. So no, I can't support you on that one. Peter Pan.
A lot of extracurricular smooching in this movie. For a married man, father of 2. I don't know about all this, Peter Pan. I don't know.
So what's up, girl?
I don't know. It's kind of. It's Julia Roberts in the 90s. She's hot, but come on, you're married, dude.
She has that fairy punani. That stuff's different. Or what is she?
I've heard that.
She's a fairy, right? Yeah.
She's a fairy.
Yeah, they back that ass up.
Not like a Bay Area fairy, like your guys up there in San Francisco and all that, and like an actual fairy.
Yeah, not a San Francisco fairy.
Yeah. So look at the kid now. The kid's wearing wigs. The kid is wearing feather pirate hats. The captain has fully transformed him into his own little pirate kid. Gross. But father is here. Mm-hmm. Father is here. Hoist the mainsail. Hoist the mainsail. We need. Sorry, that just brought me back. I went and saw the other Beach Boys band. There are 2 Beach Boy bands, and everyone knows I love the Beach Boys more than any other band. There's Mike Love, the cousin of the actual Wilson brothers. He's got the big, famous Beach Boy band. But there's Al Jardine, one of the original 5 Beach Boys. He has his own band, the Brian Wilson Band. And I saw them a week and a half ago. And seeing this mainsail here reminded me of the song Sloop John B., which is one of the best Beach Boy songs. So there you go. That was a bunch of non sequitur information. I don't know why I said any of that, but the mainsail reminded me of that song.
Take that.
So, well, it's a song. It's an old song, I think from Jamaica or Bahamas, that sailors would sing, the Sloop John B. And it's about working on ships, on sloops, on boats. Do you know the song, Jericho, as a Navy man?
No.
Oh. Okay.
All we always sang was Anchors Away.
Okay. Well, if you've listened to oldies stations, you've probably heard Sloop John B. That was one of the biggest hits of the Beach Boys. So, anyway, it's on Pet Sounds, their greatest album. Some say the greatest album of all time. So anyway, Father Pan is here. I love the kid in the regalia. Jericho, how would you feel if your kids were kidnapped by some dude you hate? He's your arch nemesis, and then your son, Jericho Jr., is dressed in the regalia of your enemy. Like your ultimate enemy is a giant LA Rams fan, and you see your son in an LA Rams or a Seahawks uniform.
No,
what are you doing?
We couldn't do that, man. Like, unless you want to change your address, you better get your shit together and get back on the right side.
Would you be scared of a man with a feather pirate hat and big, luscious curls?
Not exactly.
Would you be scared of him?
I'd be worried about that hook.
The hook,
But,
yeah.
Other than that, no.
I don't know. Looks a little fancy to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But hey, he got skills, with that sword and that big ass hook. I wouldn't take him lightly.
Now here we get to a part. They sword fight Peter Pan, Captain Hook, and he gets captured. They put him in a net, and then Rufio shows up. Now Rufio was giving him a hard time when they met to Peter Pan, but of course he comes around. All the Lost Boys, Rufio, Peter Pan, they all love Peter Pan now. And Rufio sword fights Hook. And what I don't like about this is Rufio gets stabbed in the heart by Captain Hook.
Kind of weird.
And he dies. And it's not like, oh, he's hurt, and then Tinkerbell will put Tinker magic on him, or if Peter Pan defeats Hook, he'll come back. He dies, and he just dies. That's it. Like in a kid's movie. One of the main kid characters, someone the kids would love and relate to, dies. I think that's terrible.
Yeah, that was messed up.
Yeah, I don't know. So that pisses Robin Williams, Peter Pan, off, and he's going to take him down. He's going to take down Captain Hook. They fight it out again. He beats Captain Hook, but he spares him. Sword to the throat. Do you yield? Yes, I yield. And then, and in the courtyard where they're fighting. So they're fighting at the shipyard, at the dock, and there's a big pavilion, a big dirt area, palazzo, I don't know. And in it is the big crocodile that ate his hand, but it's like sort of a statue, but also sort of like a real crocodile. I don't understand what it's supposed to be. Do you know, Jericho, what it's supposed to be? Is it the real crocodile or just a statue of it? Do they ever say?
It might be a statue. I'm not sure. I would have to say a statue.
Because it kind of looks real, but it kind of looks like a statue. I don't know. There's a 25-foot tall crocodile that's been in the middle of this pavilion. They fight it out. Peter Pan wins, and he's gracious, like, I'll spare your life, but you're a bad guy, and you're gonna have to go away. You're gonna have to leave Neverland, leave all these people alone, stop being a jerk, stop being a pirate, and get out of here. And when the daughter gets him to spare the life too. And we see that the wig is off, and he looks
he looks fucked up.
Yeah. And he pulls a blade out. He's like, ha, fool, just like Shredder in the Ninja Turtle movie. Remember? They let him live, and then he tries to kill Master Splinter.
Never let him live, guys.
Right.
Never.
Right. And it doesn't turn out well for him. He ends up underneath this giant cocodrilo clock, the giant crocodile clock, and it falls on him, and it eats him, which was his ultimate nightmare. His worst fear has come upon him. So after watching a teenage Rufio die and watching Captain Hook be eaten by a statue of a crocodile, nobody is having a nervous breakdown. Everyone is smiling and acting like everything is normal, which is weird to me.
They're fine with it. Death.
Because if I saw a kid get stabbed in the heart and a man get eaten by a crocodile statue, I would feel like I was having a pretty bad day. I might want to talk to someone about my feelings.
Worst day ever.
Yeah. He picks up the kids. He passes a sword. Is this Thudbutt, this kid, right? The fat kid?
Yeah.
Is that his character name? I saw Army Air Force Brat say that in the chat. That she said she met Thudbutt. I didn't pull that one up in the chat, but she said she met him.
Hopefully it was cool.
It's the croc that Hook killed. Okay, so it is the croc taxidermy. Let's see. And Hawk turned the croc into a clock. Hook. I had to make a Hawk turn the croc into a Hook, turn the croc into a clock. Okay. I feel bad for kids like this that are in movies as the quote, the fat kid. Because it's cute when they're a kid or whatever. It's like a cute character and he eats too much and he falls down and we call him Thudbutt. It's like, how's it going to be for this guy when he's 35 though?
Well, hopefully he did like one of those, super healthy changes and like fucking, has an Instagram page where it shows him losing weight and he's good to go.
Looking like Tyrese or something now.
Yeah. You know, that'd be cool.
So back in jolly old London, he brings his kiddos home. They there's a who's the statue of? Is it the statue of the wife's grandmother? Honoring her. He meets his grandma, gives her a kiss. He hugs the crazy guy who, quote, lost his marbles, was really one of the lost boys, and he finds his marbles. And he has a happy ending with his family. So altogether, it's a father just like Arnold in Jingle All the Way, who's too business focused and doesn't have enough time for his family. And he
selling
has to
those mattresses.
Yeah, the beauty of family and love, and it isn't all about cell phones and pagers and making money. So that is Hook from 1991. I lied to my mother and didn't see this movie. I have now atoned for my sin. I'm sorry I did that to you, Mom. I'm sorry. So you were how old when you saw this, and you saw it in theaters or what?
I don't think I saw it in the theaters. I was like 10 or 11. I probably saw it when it came out on video, but yeah, I remember seeing it when it came out.
And you loved this one when you saw it, or it was just like whatever? Because
I wouldn't say I loved it, but I definitely thought it was a cool movie. Again, you know, it was, hey, Robin Williams, fucking, let's go check it out. But I wouldn't say I loved it. Like, it's not like an all-time classic for me, but it is like it's a cool movie. It's a good movie. I wouldn't mind sitting down and watching it with the kids.
Yeah, maybe Big Baby would like it. She's probably too young to understand it now, but maybe when she's like 5, 6, 7.
Just because that whole the whole fantasy element of it, the colors and the no parents, that's appealing to kids. I think
the death of Rufio, they should have changed that. He should have come back to life, Rufio. That's so sad for kids. He should have been healed of his wounds by Hook's death does something magical and gives Tinkerbell the power to do something with her fairy dust and blah, blah, blah.
Or he just doesn't die. Or just don't kill him.
Right. Okay. He's just injured. He just sidelined.
Yeah, and by the end, like he just has like a little arm in a sling or some shit. And Rufio is gonna be fine. Like, why the fuck did they do that?
Right. And maybe Robin Williams learning to be more selfless and not a selfish, money-oriented guy. Maybe that goodness gives him a power to heal Rufio or something. So you tie in Rufio's healing resurrection with Robin Williams' character. I don't know, but you killed a kid in a movie.
Weird.
Spielberg, you killed a kid in a movie. Like, that's crazy to me. So, I don't know. Be like if one of the Goonies died or something, right? That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Weird. Very, very, very.
I think it's very strange. Well. Do you have anything else for the audience? Anything else coming up? Anything else they should know?
New merch. Check that shit out. And I'll be uploading a bunch of shit. As a matter of fact, when I'm done here, I got some stuff to upload real quick before I go night. So yeah, just keep your eyes peeled for the fucking content, bro.
Right. And I'm going to be doing a weekly show recorded with Bill Frake, former Disney animator. He's a good friend of mine now. We've only known each other for like a month, but we've really hit it off. Love Bill. He's 71, worked for Disney, Warner Brothers, Blue Sky. If you watched a cartoon, he probably animated it in the last 50-something years. He's an awesome guy, so much knowledge, just a really kind guy, great family-oriented guy. Love Bill. We're going to do our stream tomorrow at 9. We'll record it. I'll post it Wednesday or Thursday. And then Jericho taught me the software we use, this website, StreamYard, to do the broadcast. It'll turn these videos into shorts. So I'm going to turn these into shorts for you guys. I'm going to turn Double Impact into shorts. And we're going to close out the year with 2 more weeks of shows. First, I don't know what order we'll do them. I think we'll do A Christmas Story, how we've not done that yet. And then the greatest movie of all time, It's a Wonderful Life. And then we take a break for the holiday. And then we have, maybe I'll save the other news for later about the future of this show. What is going to happen to this show?
2026.
Yeah, 2026. Things are going to be different, I'll tell you that. So, but you're going to like it. We love you guys. I love you guys coming in. So many people came in early today. I really like that. And I screwed up the posting of the show somehow, deleted the stream and then brought it back. And you guys still came in and found us. I can't tell you enough. And I mean this sincerely. I'm not blowing smoke up your butts. I mean this. I'm so, so grateful, so humbled to see your same names and faces here everywhere. I love you guys. It is a community and you guys are awesome. The commenting that you guys are friends, that we're friends, that we just have a good time here. Thank you. It's been like 4 years of me streaming now, doing this stuff. So I just want to thank you guys so much for being here. It's a great time. Go to Big Man Comics. The Unstoppable Tyrus is this close to being done, guys. I'm doing the final art corrections this week, fixing any color, any drawing errors that I could find in the book. I found a page where one of the Animal Monster guys, he had 3 fingers the whole book. And there was a page where he had 4 fingers. See, it's 100. You got to look for stuff like that. So I redrew it this morning. It took 5 seconds to redraw it. But we're doing, because I want this book to be perfect. Tyrus is so excited about it. I'm so excited about it. We're going to put it out, I think, in January. Dean Cain Volume 2, it's almost done being drawn. I think it'll be done being drawn by the end of the year. I'm going to do shorter books so we can do them more often. I don't like putting out 1 or 2 books a year. I'm going to try and do 4 in 2026. And I need your support. Go to bigmancomics.com right now. We have everything on sale pretty much for up till Christmas. If you go check it out, and I think if you get your order in and I ship it before, and don't quote me on this date, but I checked the United States Post Office website, and if I ship your book by like the 15th or the 16th or something like that, you'll get it before Christmas in the US. Do not quote me on that date. I don't remember it. I do have it written down somewhere. But yeah, go to bigmancomics.com. Check out everything we're doing. We have great stuff coming. And thank you guys so much. And we'll see you here next Tuesday for A Christmas Story. You will not shoot your eye out.
Nope.
Bye-bye.